Hey guys, welcome to my channel Deep Defy. Today I'm going to show you how I make beautiful lock screens. The first step is to go here and then choose the 9:16. Then you're going to just follow along with me. So let's start. Okay, I'm going to just choose a really color, and when I choose these colors, this is what it's going to be like. So this is like the color picker, and you guys should comment down below whether I should make a full-on tutorial on this app. And this app will be on IbisPaint X. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a pretty good brush, and as we go on you're going to see like random things, and I'm just going to be playing around so you guys can see now. You guys saw that this was a tree brush, and I'm going to do like the Starry Night kind of theme. And here's how it works. You're just going to use this brush. I found this brush on the brush section, and it's completely free. So, let's go on. I'm going to make these small trees, and I'm going to continue using these trees. And as I go on, I'm just going to brush around with them. Make it like a whole scenery with the trees. It will look very nice. Now the next step. And before I go on, here's the brush area. I would just scroll there, and it's called Grass Fern. So you guys would like to use it, you guys can use it. Now I'm going to go back to the original pen size. And now I'm just going to color it in a bit. Like, make no black spots. So you need to color it in a little more neatly so that you could still see the tree pattern, but you need to show it all. So, there we have it so far. Now we gotta work on the next step. So I'm gonna add a new layer. And I'm gonna hide this tree layer afterward. And now I want to make the backdrop. So in a Starry Night you would have different colors, and you normally start off with purple. So I'm going to just use purple, but use the really big brush. It shows it as a neon color, but once you blend it in, it's going to be perfect. So, next step, you're going to get another tone of the purple, and you're just going to brush around. It should be working very well. So, once you've done with that, you can do more things with this. You can just move the tree layer on top, and then it would look like this. And then you would change your color to black, and then color in the trees to see what it would look like. Because you don't want all of it to be visible. Kind of like you want the edges a bit, but if you mess up like this, there's always the undo button that would help. And you would want it filled in like this, so you could still see the tree pattern. Okay, now we're going to go back to the backdrop, and we're probably going to add in some blue. So let's see. Alright, I'm going to add these patches of blue. And, add some patches of blue here. And then maybe add some pink, because some areas would have pink. So I want this to be visible. And just a quick helpful notice, you guys, make sure you're doing this on a different layer, because I only noticed just now that I was drawing on the tree layer, so now I'm going to have to redo it all. So you guys just check it out. And now I need to do a different layer, so I'll be back right when I do the next layer. Hey guys, welcome back. So, here I am finished up with the sky, and now I'm going to try to add some stars. So I'm trying to find the perfect paintbrush for stars. There's a lot, so I'm probably going to choose one that's nice. Like, I'm going to use Glitter 1. But I noticed that they are not too spaced out. So I needed to work on something else. So I tried pushing them on one by one. Making it a lot more harder on myself, but it makes the stars more easier to see. You don't want a whole trail of stars in your sky. So, as you guys can see, the background's all finished, and we're gonna add some finishing touches. Okay, guys. So, now that you've seen this, now we're gonna add in some more types of stars. So, we're gonna go back to our brushes, and we're probably maybe not gonna add some stars. I don't know for sure, but let's see if there's any other cool brushes that we can use in this artwork. And I'm just gonna use the Dip Pen Heart, one of my favorite brushes to use. And now we're gonna just start with that thing. We're gonna maybe add in something, so we're gonna use white. And if you guys can guess what we're making here, and if you guessed a moon, you're right. So we're gonna be drawing like a moon. So the first step you're gonna do is just draw a circle. And you guys would see how I do that. And I was messing around with the filters earlier, you guys, because I wanted to see if the sky would look nice either way. And you want your moon, by the way, to be really smooth, like round, like completely symmetrical as much as you can do. And then you're going to just use like the smudge tool to blend it in. Of course you want to smudge it the right way, and so maybe do it lightly at a time. So like it's really hard to smudge it in together because it can pull your moon off. And that's why I'm weird with this. So I'm going to just redo all of this. And I'm going to continuously do this until I get the perfect shape I want. This may take a while, you guys, so you guys are going to have to wait. And this should be an interesting pick now. And so let's move on. Okay. So, the moon. Really hard. Okay, and by the way, guys, while I'm doing this, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And put your notifications all the way up so you can see it. Like, see all my videos. Alright guys, I think we're done with the moon shape, and now we're going to add some blending. So I'm using this gray, and I'm just going to add in some specific areas. And then I'm just going to like blur it. You don't want to blur too much, or else you'll blur your stars. So this is how we're going to go with it. And so far it's looking pretty good, you guys. And with the trees it looks even better. That's a really good lock screen, you guys. Try it out on your phones right now. It even looks pretty well with iPads. And let's try to move on to the next artwork. So, let's go. Alright, we're going to use the same exact size as last time. And now we're going to be doing this random, like, some aesthetic type of background. So I first started out with green. Green is a pretty nice color, and I think it would be a good color choice. And I was trying to make this to look a little more nicer compared to other things. So I was trying to make these blobs around, and then but then I decided to go with this pink theme instead, so I started using pink, and then I just used different shades of it to make it look a little more different. And then I added in like this really dark pink kind of, and I just filled it up using the bucket tool. Okay, the first step is done. Now the next step is you're going to just like create a new layer, and you're going to go check out near the brush section. But the reason why I used text first is I wanted to see what it would look like. But the problem with text is that it won't really show anything. So an example, if I did strawberry milk, then it wouldn't really show because it just shows this, and I didn't really like that. So I just decided to like resize it and all, but I just didn't like how it looked with the background, the text style. I couldn't even change it, so it was kind of annoying. And I decided to change it with some other things. Like I tried even changing the color, but it just looked really weird. And so I just decided that I probably wouldn't really like this. It doesn't look that good overall. And I really wouldn't recommend using this for your backdrops because it's kind of weird looking. But anyways, go to the brush section. And we're going to just change your color to like this darkish pink. A really darkish pink. And then we're going to like try adding in some things. So now this time I'm going to use the same example of strawberry milk. For example, the brush won't let you use the right type, but it also really does help you use your own font, but it's kind of really hard to do. So I'm just going to stick with something else. The next step to make it more like an aesthetic themed background with pink. Of course, you guys can do this with any color you want. So I'm gonna go to brushes, and there's this really cool brush, and it's like this butterfly brush. I'll show you guys what it's really called. It's somewhere here, and I can show you guys this, but you need to find it. It's completely free, and that's what I like about IbisPaint X, because it's like free. So that's what that butterfly brush is. So if you were to go like up or something like that, you can just click on any of these brushes that are free and you would be able to use them. Okay guys, so I'm gonna just do some more brush searching. We're gonna be doing some hunting, and it might take a while, but I found these glitter heart things. I don't know if I really like them. Maybe I'll try them out. So it's really confusing kind of actually. And I decided just to like add it in. And now I'm gonna go back to the original brushes, and I'm gonna retry that butterfly brush maybe. And the brush name is Shallow Tail. So I'm going to make my brush size a bit bigger, not too big because you want your whole screen. So kind of like this size. And there you go, that's the next aesthetic step. Now the real next step would be that you would want to add in the text. But as I said already, the text tool isn't that good, and I had a problem with the text tool now. For some reason it wouldn't let me pop up the text tool compared to all the other tools, so I just decided to use the brush tool, but the text tool wasn't working and I just went to the brush tool. And so now I'm going to go back to the original brush so that way I can find it easily, and I'm going to write in my text. But before I do that, I'm going to add a new layer so that way it would be easier for me. So now I'm gonna add in this layer, and I'm gonna just put in like this, and what I'm gonna try to write is like hashtag aesthetic, but it was really hard to, so it took me a while to get that, and I had a really second thoughts of whether I wanted to write aesthetic or not, but in the end I just decided to write this, because before I thought I would want to write butterfly, but I wrote aesthetic. But as you guys can see here, it's really hard to do it because you want the line art to be really nice. You want it to look pretty normal. And now I'm going to show you guys the finished product afterwards, and here it would be if I were to move it. So let's go on. It's all done, and I right now have a text ad, so kind of annoying about IbisPaint X is that we get ads all the time. So now we're on to the third and final backdrop I'm gonna do, and if you guys would like to do more, then you guys should just comment down and tell me below. Okay, this time we're gonna mess around using the symmetry ruler. And I was thinking which symmetry ruler to use at first, but it's sometimes a little confusing, but you'll see. I decided to go like a rainbow type of theme, and so I tried drawing in like this mandala type of design, but I had to restart over and over, and I wanted to try this other symmetry ruler, but it didn't look super right. So I tried using them, but I wanted it to be kind of small. So I decided to draw real small at first, but I wanted to try the symmetry ruler. And as you guys can see here, you could draw pretty well with symmetry ruler, but I wouldn't recommend it too much, and it's kind of weird, so we're going to move on to the original one after I test this one more time. Okay, so now I decided to use this one. And this one actually has a pretty cool pattern with it, but I want to just give this one a try, but I don't know why on that ruler, but here we go. So I wanted to start off really small, and so I tried doing that, but then it became really large, so I decided to retry it, but really small. And now I'm going to do a different color, which is orange. And then I'm going to change my color to yellow. So you guys could do this same thing, different patterns, but you guys could do it with a different color scheme too. I just decided to go with rainbow because it seemed pretty simple to me. I'm just going to continuously go on using these colors, and let's see how it turns out. Alright guys, we're about to see the finished project, so we're going to off this ruler, and I think guys that this is a pretty good backdrop. I really like how it turned out in the end, and so I'm going to just save it, and I'm going to exit, and here's the finished products, you guys. Oh my gosh, you guys, these ones turned out really nice. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial video on how I make it, and I really hope that you guys love it too, and don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on all notifications onto my channel, Deep Defiant. And I hope you guys enjoyed real much, and so thank you guys for watching. Bye!